Hey you guys, hope you're having a good, what are we on? I say that every time I come on a video. Tuesday, right? I am home a little bit early. I had a short schedule today, but I am home a little bit early and I wanted to share a couple things with y'all that have been on my mind. That is a common, very common thing in our society, but also kind of, I believe, misunderstood. So I got home early because I only had a couple patients on my schedule. Funny thing is, one of my patients that was on my schedule lives in a very exclusive neighborhood in San Antonio that George Strait lives in. And so it was so funny because I was sitting at the gate waiting to be let into the neighborhood, and the patient actually wasn't home, so I didn't get to visit him. But it was so funny because I was joking with my husband and my friends about going undercover and trying to look for George Strait. So on the way home, that was just a funny side note, sorry. On the way home, I stopped at Costco to get a few things that we are low on. Hey, if someone's here, tell me hi so I know you're here. So I stopped at Costco because we had a couple things that we needed that I normally buy at Costco, but look what I found. Look, I got a Cuisinart food processor. And then I needed this 5-quart pot. We've needed one of those forever. But anyways, this food processor was like $40 to $50 off. I got it for $109. So I had compared on Amazon and everywhere that I could find, and I couldn't find that price anywhere for all that it has with it. So if y'all are a Costco user, or member, I guess I should say, go check that out if you want a food processor, because for $109, I don't think you can find one that is that quality and has as many features anywhere else, really. Like, I checked Amazon and everywhere else and I couldn't find anything else. So anyways, what I came on for today, I am sitting here sipping my superfood smoothie. I normally have it in the morning. I did have one this morning, but I came home and I needed my next snack meal was due, and it's quick and it's easy and it has helped with my digestion. And so it kind of made me think about this, and it's been something that's been on my mind for a while. So I have suffered from heartburn for the longest time, like as long as I can remember. And heartburn can be one of those things, digestive issues in general can be one of those things that's brought on by stress and our lifestyle. But so often I think just gastroesophageal reflux disease, or heartburn, or they call it GERD, and irritable bowel syndrome, I think are kind of a catch-all phrase for food intolerances or some type of intolerance in your diet. So I wanted to share this because I have suffered from that for years, and the attitude always was, here, take these heartburn medicines and relieve the symptoms. But really, with most health conditions, we need to look at the cause. We need to look at why someone is having those symptoms. You know, someone comes in with high blood pressure, we throw a blood pressure medicine at them. They come in with depression, we throw a depression medicine at them. They have pain in their knees, we throw some type of pain reliever or anti-inflammatory at them. Medicines are warranted, and they're something that is great in our society and that you know, help us to live longer lives. But at the same time that we're treating the symptoms, we should always be looking at what the cause of the symptoms are. So for me, I've had heartburn for years and years, and then kind of had some digestive issues with diarrhea and bloating and gas, and never even thought twice about them. I thought that's just the way life was, that everybody has these issues, right? So as I have cleaned up what I'm eating, and I eat kind of more whole foods, I don't eat a lot of processed things. And by processed, I mean it's not something that comes straight from the earth, but it's been changed and added all kinds of things to it and then put into some type of package that can sit on the shelf for a year or two. That's what I'm talking about with processed. So I don't eat as many of those foods, and in the process of that, I have learned that I have an intolerance to dairy, which I've known since I was a kid. I have an intolerance to gluten, and that is what is causing my heartburn. So I have, now that I know that, when I choose to eat something with gluten, like this past Sunday, I took my 15-year-old shopping. She needed some new clothes for some different events that she has coming up. I took her shopping, and we stopped at Panda Express. And I could have chosen something that likely would not have had gluten in it, but I love their orange chicken. So I knew it was going to cause me trouble, but I wanted to eat it. So I ate it. And now I've had heartburn for 2 days. Last week when we had a function we had to go to, she was here at home and she made a dinner that included something with gluten, and so I've had heartburn like crazy the couple of days after that, and then had this on Sunday to kind of perpetuate the problem. So when I avoid that in my diet, the heartburn actually goes away. I still take a medicine every day to help with the heartburn, but it actually kind of goes away. And then with dairy, I pretty much hardly eat any dairy. And for milk, like when I make my superfood smoothie, I will use almond milk or cashew milk or coconut milk. And then I do eat cheese. It has to be melted cheese. If I eat it like not melted, it tends to cause me more digestive issues. But even the melted kind causes me some problems. So I eat it very sparingly. But I would never have known those things if I would not have kind of cleaned up my diet and really picked out what it was I was eating and watched what ingredients I was adding to food. So often I will hear somebody that says, I'm just gassy, that's just the way I am, or I just have heartburn, and then they will say, I have irritable bowel syndrome. And there is something to irritable bowel syndrome, but so many times it is simply some type of food intolerance that you haven't identified. And so it's a very easy thing to receive a diagnosis of irritable bowel syndrome, give you a medicine, hopefully it helps your symptoms, go on your way and live your life tethered to this medicine. So I encourage you for these type of things to kind of clean up what you're eating. Don't eat as many processed things that are made in a factory or in a package that can sit on a shelf for a year or two. Try to break it back down to the way food comes from the earth and how it is grown, how it is made, like fruits and vegetables and lean meats and that type of stuff. So if you kind of pick those things apart, you can identify what it is that possibly causes your issues. Now that I know that, I can choose when I'm going to eat those things, and then it is something that you know, it's kind of like I pick my poison. Like I want to have that taste of whatever it is that I really want, and so I may be dealing with heartburn or gas or bloating for a couple of days. Gluten also kind of bloats me too, so the gluten on Sunday has caused problems with heartburn and bloating since Sunday. So just want to share that with y'all. I don't think it's something that is well understood, and I think in general our healthcare world is always focused on putting a band-aid on things and just giving you a prescription for something, when so often it's something that you don't have to endure if you can look for the cause of it. So thanks for watching, whoever has been watching. If you watched this recording, please tell me hi and let me know if you have digestive issues too, because I love to know other people that have these issues, because it's not an easy road. It's not an easy road, especially with gluten, to find things to eat outside of what I make for myself. So I love to kind of get to know other people who have similar issues, because we can help each other out, and that's what life is all about, is sharing things and helping each other. So y'all have a great day. I know I popped in here in the middle of the day. Most people are at work right now, so most of y'all have not seen this, but if you watch the recording, let me know. All right, have a great day, and I will let y'all know how that food processor over there goes. And if you want one and you have a Costco membership, then hop on over there and get that, because it is an incredible deal. All right, y'all have a great one.